If you are over 60 years old, or if you love someone who is, this message could truly change the way you think about sleep. Because what if I told you that your bedtime habits, the things you do without even thinking, like reaching for a glass of water or adjusting the thermostat, could actually be putting your life at risk? As we age, our bodies become more sensitive. Our hearts, our brains, even our sleep cycles all respond differently than they used to. And while some nighttime habits may have felt harmless in your younger years, after 60, they can quietly lead to serious health consequences. We are talking about increased risks of stroke, heart failure, memory problems, even sudden death in the middle of the night. But here is the part that gives you power. Every single one of these risks is preventable. In this episode, we will uncover 7 common sleep habits that could be silently harming your health and, more importantly, show you how to change them. These are not rare cases. These are everyday routines millions of people follow. And the final habit we will talk about is the most dangerous of all. So please stay with me, because what you learn over the next few minutes could truly protect your future or save the life of someone you care about. Number 1. Ignoring snoring, the silent danger. Let us start with one of the most common and most overlooked sleep habits, snoring. For many older adults, snoring has become something we joke about or simply accept as part of getting older. But loud, frequent snoring, especially when it is paired with gasping, choking sounds or waking up tired, even after what seemed like a full night's rest, can be a sign of something much more serious. This is not just about noise. It could be a warning from your body telling you that you are not breathing properly while you sleep. The medical term for this is obstructive sleep apnea. That means your airway becomes blocked during sleep, cutting off oxygen over and over again throughout the night. Each time that happens, your heart and brain are being starved of the oxygen they need. And the worst part is, you might not even realize it is happening. You think you slept through the night, but your body was struggling, fighting to breathe. Over time, this can lead to serious complications like high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, and even cognitive decline such as memory loss and early signs of dementia. Some of the symptoms are obvious: loud snoring, gasping for air, or waking up with a dry mouth or sore throat. But others are more subtle. Maybe you wake up with headaches. Maybe you feel foggy, depressed, or anxious during the day and just assume it is part of aging. If any of this sounds familiar, it is time to take action. The first step is to get a sleep study. And good news, you can now do this from the comfort of your home with a small device that tracks your breathing overnight. If you are diagnosed with sleep apnea, your doctor may recommend a CPAP machine. That stands for continuous positive airway pressure. It is a small device that gently keeps your airway open while you sleep, allowing you to breathe normally and deeply. Many people report dramatic improvements in energy, mood, and mental clarity after just a few weeks of using it. You can also take small steps tonight to support better breathing. Avoid alcohol or sedatives before bed. They relax the throat muscles and make apnea worse. Try to sleep on your side, especially your left side, which helps keep the airway open. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, and cool to support deep rest. Snoring may seem harmless, but over time it can become deadly. You deserve real rest, deep, healing, oxygen-rich sleep. So if your body is giving you signs, do not ignore them. Take a breath, talk to your doctor, and take back your nights and your health. Number 2. Getting out of bed too fast. Let us talk about something that seems so simple, yet can be unexpectedly dangerous after the age of 60, getting out of bed too quickly. You might not think twice about sitting up or standing in the middle of the night, maybe to check the thermostat, grab a drink of water, or use the bathroom. But for older adults, moving too fast from a lying position to standing can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure. This condition is called postural hypotension, and it can leave you feeling dizzy, confused, or even cause you to faint. A moment of unsteadiness, especially in a dark room, can lead to a fall. and a fall can change your life in an instant. After the age of 60, the body takes longer to adjust when changing positions. Blood does not circulate as quickly, and the brain might not receive enough oxygen in those first few seconds. That is when the danger strikes. You might feel lightheaded, you might see black spots, or feel your knees weaken. And if you fall, especially onto a hard floor, it can result in a hip fracture, a head injury, or a broken wrist. But the real damage can go even further. After a fall, many older adults become afraid of falling again. That fear leads to moving less, avoiding activity, losing strength, and slowly losing confidence. It becomes a cycle that can lead to long-term loss of mobility and independence. The good news is, this habit is easy to fix. It only takes a few seconds. When you wake up, do not rush. Pause. Take a deep breath. Roll gently onto your side, then slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Let your body adjust. Sit on the edge of the bed for 10 to 15 seconds before standing. This simple routine allows your blood pressure to stabilize and your brain to catch up. Keep a small glass of water on your nightstand. Dehydration, especially in the morning, can make that lightheaded feeling even worse. Sip a little water before standing, it helps. Also, make your bedroom a safe space. Use soft night lights to gently illuminate the path to the bathroom. Avoid walking in the dark. Wear non-slip slippers, not socks or bare feet, especially on smooth flooring. And if you need extra support, consider installing bed rails or grab bars near the bed. These tools are not signs of weakness. They are signs of wisdom. Getting out of bed may seem like a small thing, but when you are over 60, it needs to be done with care. A fall in the middle of the night can change everything, but just a few thoughtful changes can help you stay safe, strong, and independent every morning and every night. Number 3, eating too late at night. Now let us talk about a habit that many of us do not think twice about: grabbing a snack before bed. Maybe it is a bowl of ice cream, a late dinner, or just a little something to satisfy a craving. But here's the truth. After the age of 60, eating late at night can quietly place stress on your heart, your brain, and your digestive system at the exact time when your body should be resting and repairing. As we get older, our metabolism slows down. Our digestion becomes less efficient, and our cardiovascular system becomes more sensitive to stress. When you eat a large or heavy meal right before going to bed, your body has to keep working. Instead of shifting into healing mode, it stays active, digesting food, managing blood sugar, and responding to increased heart rate and blood pressure. This nighttime stress can cause arrhythmias, which are irregular heartbeats. It can also raise your risk of heart complications while you sleep. There is another hidden danger: acid reflux. Lying down with a full stomach allows stomach acid to travel back up into the esophagus. That burning sensation, or even just a little cough or throat irritation, might seem minor, but over time, this acid can cause inflammation and damage. It can even trigger breathing problems or worsen sleep apnea. In severe cases, especially in older adults, acid can be aspirated into the lungs, leading to aspiration pneumonia, a serious and potentially life-threatening condition. Late night eating can also lead to plaque buildup in the arteries, quietly increasing your risk of stroke while you sleep. This is not about guilt or restriction. It is about giving your body what it truly needs: rest. So here is what you can do. Start by finishing your last full meal at least 3 hours before you go to bed. This gives your body enough time to properly digest your food and shift into sleep mode. Avoid meals that are high in fat or refined sugar, things like fried foods, pastries, white bread, or heavy pastas. These foods spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and keep your body on alert when it should be winding down. Instead, choose a light, balanced dinner. Try grilled vegetables, a small portion of lean protein, and some whole grains. If you truly need something before bed, go with a gentle snack, maybe a small serving of fruit, a few nuts, or a bit of plain yogurt. These are easier on your system and less likely to interfere with sleep. And if you experience heartburn at night, consider slightly elevating the head of your bed to help prevent acid reflux. Eating is one of life's joys, but when and how you eat matters more than ever as you age. A few simple changes in your nighttime eating habits can protect your heart, improve your sleep, and help you wake up feeling clearer, lighter, and more energized. Number 4, drinking too much water before bed. Staying hydrated is essential, especially as we get older. But most people do not realize that when you drink water is just as important as how much you drink. If you are in the habit of drinking a large glass of water right before bed, thinking it will help your body overnight, it might actually be putting your safety and your sleep at risk. As we age, our kidneys do not process fluids as efficiently, and the bladder becomes more sensitive. On top of that, the body becomes more vulnerable to sudden changes in blood pressure. Drinking too much fluid at night may seem harmless, but it increases your chances of waking up multiple times to use the bathroom. And that is where the danger begins. Each time you wake up in the middle of the night, especially in a sleepy or dark environment, your risk of falling goes up. You might feel disoriented or unsteady as you stand, especially if your blood pressure drops when you get out of bed quickly. That is called postural hypotension, and it can cause dizziness, fainting, or confusion. A fall during one of those nighttime trips to the bathroom can lead to serious injury, like a fractured hip, a head injury, or even permanent mobility loss. But the risks do not end there. If your heart is already under stress from other conditions, too much fluid in your system overnight can raise your blood pressure or strain your heart, especially if you already have issues like congestive heart failure. And let us not forget the effect on your brain. Interrupted sleep caused by frequent bathroom trips leads to poor quality rest. Over time, this contributes to brain fog, difficulty concentrating, mood changes, and even a higher risk of cognitive decline or dementia. So what is the solution? It is simple. Hydrate during the day, not at night. Make sure you are drinking enough water in the morning and afternoon so your body has time to process the fluids well before bedtime. In the evening, begin to reduce your intake, especially in the final 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. Also, avoid beverages that act as diuretics late in the day. That includes caffeinated tea, coffee, and some fruit juices, which stimulate your kidneys and increase the urge to urinate. If you do feel thirsty right before bed, take only small sips, not a full glass. It is also smart to prepare your space in case you do need to get up at night. Install soft night lights along the path from your bed to the bathroom. Keep the floor clear of obstacles. Wear non-slip slippers instead of socks or bare feet. If balance is an issue, consider adding a grab bar or a sturdy bed rail for support. The goal is not to avoid water. It is to be thoughtful about when you drink it. Giving your body the uninterrupted rest it needs is one of the best ways to protect your heart, your brain, and your independence. Drink smart during the day and let your nights be peaceful, safe, and truly restorative. Number 5, sleeping in a room that's too warm. There is something comforting about a warm, cozy bedroom, especially on a chilly night. But for people over the age of 60, sleeping in a room that is too warm can actually be harmful to your health in ways you might not expect. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating internal temperature. That means it is harder for your body to cool down when it needs to, and that can have real consequences during the night. When you fall asleep, your core body temperature naturally drops. This cooling process signals your brain that it is time for deep, restorative rest. But if your room is too hot, your body has to work harder to cool itself. That puts unnecessary strain on your heart and circulatory system at a time when those systems are supposed to be recovering and repairing. For older adults, that added strain can lead to dehydration, thickened blood, and a higher risk of stroke or heart attack during the night. You might not even realize it is happening. A stuffy, overheated room can quietly raise your heart rate and blood pressure while you sleep, disrupting your natural sleep cycles and leaving you feeling groggy, unfocused, or irritable the next day. Long-term poor sleep quality can also increase the risk of cognitive decline and weaken your immune system. And for those with breathing issues such as asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, also known as COPD, a hot and poorly ventilated room can make symptoms worse, leading to coughing, shortness of breath, and reduced oxygen levels during the night. Fortunately, this is one of the easiest habits to correct. Start by setting your bedroom temperature between 64 degrees Fahrenheit and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the ideal range for supporting deep, healthy sleep. Avoid turning up the heat or piling on heavy blankets. Instead, choose lightweight, breathable materials. Cotton sheets, loose-fitting pajamas, and a thin blanket that keeps you warm without trapping too much heat. If your room feels stale or stuffy, use a small fan or a humidifier to improve air circulation. When it is safe to do so, crack open a window slightly to let in cooler, fresher air. Even a small amount of airflow can make a noticeable difference in how your body feels overnight. You do not need to sacrifice comfort, but it is important to understand the difference between cozy and overheated. A warm bedroom might feel relaxing, but it could be silently making it harder for your heart to rest and your brain to recharge. With just a few simple changes, you can turn your bedroom into a healing space, one that helps you sleep deeper, wake clearer, and feel safer every single night. Number 6, sleeping in the wrong position. Most people never give much thought to the position they sleep in. You lie down, get comfortable, and drift off. But after the age of 60, the way you position your body during sleep can have a surprising impact on your health. And in some cases, it can quietly put your heart, brain, and breathing at risk. It is something so small, yet it can make a world of difference. Let us start with back sleeping. Lying flat on your back may seem natural, but for older adults, it can be risky. That position allows gravity to pull the tongue and soft tissues in the throat backward, which can partially block your airway. This makes it harder to breathe smoothly through the night and increases the likelihood of a condition called obstructive sleep apnea. With every pause in breathing, your brain receives less oxygen. Over time, this lack of oxygen can contribute to high blood pressure, heart disease, memory problems, and even early signs of dementia. Then there is right side sleeping. While it may feel comfortable, studies have shown that sleeping on your right side can place extra pressure on a large vein called the inferior vena cava. This vein helps return blood to your heart. When compressed, it can slow circulation, cause fluid buildup, and may even increase the risk of heart failure in people who are already vulnerable. So what is the safest position for sleep, especially for older adults? The answer is sleeping on your left side. This position supports better blood flow throughout the body, improves digestion, and reduces acid reflux by keeping the stomach slightly lower than the esophagus. It also relieves pressure on the heart, encourages more stable oxygen flow, and supports deeper, more restorative sleep. If you are not used to sleeping on your left side, do not worry. There are simple ways to train your body gently over time. Start by placing a firm pillow between your knees to align your hips and reduce pressure on your lower back. You can also tuck a small pillow behind your back to prevent rolling over during the night. If you experience neck discomfort, consider using an orthopedic pillow that supports proper alignment of your head and spine. These small adjustments may not seem important, but they can significantly reduce the risk of health complications related to poor sleeping posture. The way you sleep affects how well your body repairs itself overnight. A better position can improve circulation, ease breathing, and help protect your heart and brain while you rest. So, tonight, before you lie down, take a moment to consider your sleeping position. A simple shift to your left side could help you sleep safer, breathe easier, and wake up feeling more refreshed and supported inside and out. Number 7, relying on sleeping pills or medications at night. For many older adults, taking a sleeping pill or nighttime medication has become part of the routine, just something to help you fall asleep a little faster. But what seems like a harmless habit could actually be doing more harm than good, especially after the age of 60. In fact, relying on sleep medications or sedatives can quietly increase your risk of dangerous health issues during the night. Medications commonly used to treat insomnia or anxiety, such as benzodiazepines like diazepam, clonazepam, or alprazolam, work by suppressing activity in the central nervous system. This means they slow down your brain and your body. While that may sound like it helps you sleep, it also slows down breathing, reduces oxygen intake, and disrupts your natural sleep cycles. For older adults, that can be especially dangerous, particularly for those who already have heart or lung conditions. In severe cases, these medications can lead to nighttime respiratory issues where breathing slows too much or even stops. That risk increases if you are also dealing with sleep apnea, asthma, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And it does not stop there. Sleeping pills can cause excessive grogginess, confusion, or balance problems if you wake up during the night, dramatically raising your risk of falling. And as we have already discussed, a single fall can have life-changing consequences. Long-term use of sedatives has also been linked to cognitive decline, memory issues, and a higher risk of developing dementia. Your body may be asleep, but your brain is not getting the deep, restorative rest it truly needs to repair and recharge. Another issue to consider is nighttime blood pressure medications. While controlling blood pressure is important, some people experience a sharp dip in blood pressure during sleep, especially when taking medications before bed. If blood pressure drops too low, it can reduce circulation to the brain and heart, raising the risk of stroke or fainting upon waking. And do not forget drug interactions. Older adults are often taking multiple medications, and some combinations can intensify side effects or put added strain on your liver and kidneys. It is a complex system, and one pill can affect many areas of your health. So what can you do instead? First, talk to your doctor. Never stop a medication suddenly, but do ask whether it is still necessary or if there is a safer alternative. For many people, natural approaches can help. Herbal teas like chamomile or valerian root have calming effects without the risks. Practicing deep breathing, gentle stretches, or a simple bedtime ritual such as dimming the lights and turning off screens can help your body recognize that it is time to rest. Remember, sleep is not about sedation. It is about recovery, healing, and renewal. Your body deserves rest that supports your health, not threatens it. With a few small changes, you can fall asleep naturally, stay asleep peacefully, and wake up feeling clearer, more energized, and fully present. Now that we have walked through each of these 7 sleep habits, I want to take a moment to bring it all together, not just with information, but with care, with heart, and with the reminder that your health, your safety, and your peace of mind truly matter. Each habit we discussed today may seem small on its own, a little snoring, a quick movement out of bed, A light snack late at night, a glass of water, a warm blanket, a sleeping position, a pill that helps you drift off. These are things many people do without even thinking, but after the age of 60, your body responds differently. It needs more protection, more awareness, and more intentional care. Because your sleep is not just about how many hours you lie in bed. It is about how your body heals, how your heart rests, how your brain resets. It is about preventing illness, reducing risk, and preserving the quality of life that you deserve. Sleep is where the body fights disease, repairs cells, balances hormones, and strengthens memory. It is not just about rest. It is about survival. The beautiful thing is that every single one of these risks is within your power to change. You do not need expensive treatments. You do not need to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. What you need are small, thoughtful shifts. Give yourself time to wake slowly. Choose lighter meals in the evening. Adjust your room temperature. Hydrate wisely. Sleep on your left side. Talk to your doctor about safer sleep options. Listen to your body. Respect the wisdom that comes with age. And please do not feel overwhelmed. If even one of these habits spoke to you, start there. Just one. Maybe tonight you sit on the edge of the bed a little longer before you stand. Maybe you skip that late night snack or replace your sleeping pill with a cup of calming tea. That one small act is not just a habit change, it is a promise you make to your future self. If you are watching this for yourself, know this: you are not alone. And if you are watching for someone you love, please share this with them, because sometimes it is the quiet, simple things we do or stop doing that make the biggest difference in how we live and how long we live. At Elders Insight, our mission is not just to inform you. It is to stand beside you, to bring you knowledge that empowers, care that comforts, and a voice that reminds you your health is worth protecting. Your sleep is worth improving. Your life is worth every effort. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, do it with intention. Create a space where your body can heal, where your heart can rest, where your future is a little safer because of the choices you made today. Better sleep starts not with noise or fear, but with quiet awareness, gentle habits, and self-respect. From our hearts to yours, we wish you a peaceful night and a stronger tomorrow.